I'm great.
Are you?
First, Happy Pride.
Happy Pride! Yay!
Can you introduce yourself to anyone who might not know you?
Yes, I'm Alexandra Billings. I'm an activist and I'm an actor. And I'm a professor of theater arts at USC.
That's awesome.
Makes me sound fancy, doesn't it?
But Transparent was huge for you. What do you think that show is going to create now that it's broken so many barriers in television?
Look, I think Transparent has changed the face of television. I don't think there's any question about that. It's one of the few television shows that won a Peabody Award. So the ramifications of the show, I think, will be felt for generations. And I am lucky enough to have been a very small part of it. So I am eternally grateful for the gifts that it's given me. Not only just career-wise, but also it's given me a platform that is, I never would have had without that show. So I have spent a long time healing from the behaviors that have gone on, offset and on. But it's also opened up a great dialogue for me and a portal that never would have opened without the show. You know, it gave me a new voice and a new look at not only myself, but the movement, the transgender movement in general. We are much stronger than not only we give ourselves credit for, but that other people give us credit for. We are much more resilient, we're much more powerful, and we have a lot more to say. And so no matter what has happened as far as our treatment, the transgender community I'm talking about, we have overcome it, we will overcome it, and it's proven to me once more that as trans people, we are not victims of who we are heroes of where we've been. And that is the greatest gift Transparent has given me.
Or what are you most excited to see change in the relationship the trans community has with the rest of the world?
Well, what I'd like to see change, I would like more dialogue. And in the dialogue, I would like there to be more of a concentration on building bridges, on how we are more similar than how we are different. That we share a lot, you know, we're all humans. We share a lot of similarities with the cisgender community. Because we have a lot of different colors in the trans community. We are bisexual, we are polyamorous, we cross a lot of boundaries. We're not just one type of human. So I would like to see a dialogue where we talk about how similar we are and what we all have to share. I mean, if we don't start from a place of compassion and kindness and recognition, then we are immediately at each other's throats. We're immediately in battle, and there's no need for that anymore. We have enough of that in the world.
How important do you think it is to have trans actresses representing trans stories in film and television?
I think, good question. I think that it's important for us to tell our own stories because we don't have to act them. We are them. They're coming from a place of history and truth, and so we don't play any kind of character. However, I also think it's important for everyone to tell everyone's stories. What we need now is balance, and we don't have it. If you look, you know, the Tony Awards were just on, and if you look at how many transgender people were actually in the audience, how many were there? Probably none that we knew of, that were either out or that were personalities of some kind. I'm sure there were trans people in the audience, but we don't know where they were. They were hidden. So our representation is vastly underused, and so once there's balance, then I think we can concentrate more on cis people playing trans people. But right now, we need to tell our own stories.
I completely agree. Things I love about IAG is that we're completely gender free. So man, woman, or otherwise, our clothes are going to work. And I feel like that's really important. With a gender-free clothing line, do you think that would be helpful to the trans
That's
community?
extraordinary. I can't even believe that that's true. Like, that's so beautiful, because I'm now at a point in my life where I don't shop for women's or men's clothes. I literally just shop for what on this body, because I have a strange sort of like E.T. body, you know, E.T. the movie, that little guy. That's sort of how I'm shaped like a little box. And that's how I dress now. I used to go like, oh, hide your shoulders, you know, as a trans person, like, and especially as a trans female. Try and be small and try and be dainty and make sure that your hands and your hips, and I'm like, I don't. Can I swear on this? How? Fuck it. I don't care anymore, because now for me it's about, this is the way I look. I'm going to accentuate the places that I like, and I'm going to draw circles around the places, even that I think like, oh, perhaps maybe that's not. Maybe I shouldn't show that part. I don't care anymore. I have wrinkles. I have brown skin. I have no torso and no waist, so I don't care anymore. Don't care. So this idea of gender neutral clothing, specifically for people who identify as they and them, is where we're headed. That's where the revolution is headed. So I'm so happy about it.
Awesome. One of our mantras at IAG is think positive. How do you apply this mantra in your life?
I don't, there's no such thing, I'm just going to make a blanket statement. There's no such thing as positive and negative energy. There's only energy. There's just the energy that happens in the world and in the universe and between human beings. We make decisions about what is good and what is bad. We put judgment on energy. We're saying, well, this is positive and this is negative, which all of it is untrue. All energy is useful. You cannot have light without dark. You cannot have good things without bad things. All of this stuff makes us human. So I'm not one for getting rid of the chaos in my life. I happen to like the chaos in my life because it reminds me what peace feels like and what serenity feels like. So all of it are gifts. So for me, any kind of energy that's alive on the planet that serves other human beings, I'm for. No matter what it is, as long as I try my best to stay in service of other humans' stories and that they get told in a truthful way, whatever energy that takes, that's the energy I want.
Awesome.
It was going to happen, and I'm really excited about it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, we want to thank you so much for coming to IAG.
Was that it? Was that the end? I'm going to take my suitcase and I'm going to go now. And I'm gay.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Alex.
You're welcome, honey. That was fun.
Yeah.
Okay,